I hereby discharge you from duty.
Hello everybody, I am Baltmatrix, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Studio Series number 61, Sentinel Prime, voiced by the late Leonard Nimoy, aka the original Transformers the movie Galvatron. This figure comes to me from my good friend Grim Lockamus. He is the customizer extraordinaire. He picked this figure up at retail for me. It is also available at the Hasbro Pulse, and is going to be available at the Big Bad Toy Store at any moment. The figure is a Voyager class figure. It comes with this scene from Dark of the Moon, the bridge scene where Prime pretty much murders everyone. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. This Studio Series figure accurately represents the Rosenbar fire truck very well. It is a six-wheeled fire truck and is really big in real life. I've seen one of these in real life. Now, the only real stupidity thing that I don't like is the back of his head is clearly visible here within the canopy. Oh well. The one issue I have with the figure in this mode is I can't quite get some of this transformation correctly. As you could see, there is kind of a swoop going on here, like it's curving upwards towards the back, and that is separating the panels in the back here, and it's also splitting the back of the figure open like that. And I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I'm following the directions, I think, and I'm pretty sure I've got everything lined up correctly, but obviously I am doing something wrong. And I've transformed this thing like 10 or 12 times, 10 or 20 times, I should say, and I always end up with the same problem. Getting this thing into vehicle mode is a bit of a pain, especially back here. This piece and this piece, these panels right here, clip into this section up here on the top of the vehicle mode, and they just don't line up all that well. Again, that's probably because I am doing something wrong. The only gimmick this figure has in vehicle mode is the fire hose. It lifts up and then unpegs and can lift up and down. It can't turn side to side. I really wish it could turn side to side. It just doesn't. Oh well, nothing I can really do about that. That's really my biggest complaint about the alt mode is the, water turret doesn't move. Now, given that this is a Voyager class figure, the actual alt mode doesn't feel that big, but it is actually quite a big figure folding up into quite a compact little spot. As you can see, I've got two deluxes here just hanging about a fire truck. Now, the fire truck's transformation is kind of a shell former, but a cool one. To start off with, come behind the front wheels and actually unpeg these sections. These are going to form the figure's Primax blades. More on those when we get into the full robot mode. So just unpeg them, fold them out, fold out the handles, and these guys can peg in together like that to form the big old Primax blade. If you've seen the movie, you recognize these bad boys. Now for the rest of the transformation, come to the back of the figure and just kind of split the back of the figure apart like that, and come to either side and grab the railing and just pull the back of the alt mode down. And this whole bottom section will form the hips and the legs, which you can see right there. So we're going to go ahead and get into that transformation next. There is this little double hinge that flips around, and that will gently peg into place. We can come to the bottom, unpeg the legs, reach inside and grab your finger underneath the red, what will be the shins, and push them up from the rest of the leg, like that. And just separate them both sections on both sides. Flip the toes forward, like so. Then come to the inside where the 316 is, fold that section in. Now that we folded that 316 in, grab the entire wheel section and turn it 180 degrees so that the wheels are pointing towards the inside. Take the foot, fold it down, and there's a peg at the back of the foot, and that will peg into this peg hole just behind that bottom wheel. Snap it into place. Then grab the back section, fold it up to form the heel, and there's a little peg on the outside of the leg, and that'll peg into place. There we go, got some heels. And we'll just do that on the other side. Fold the panel in, turn the leg 180 degrees, drop the foot down and peg the ankle in, fold the section up, or fold the section in, fold the flap up, peg it in, and there we go. And now we can stand the figure up in reverse Gerwalk mode.
I'm a fire truck!
All kidding aside, continuing with the transformation, grab the front of the hose, fold it 180 degrees back, kind of push up the back and then flip down the fists. They were pegged into these little peg holes that are back here. And unpeg the section and then fold the arm out. So pull it down, unpeg, flip it out like so. The next part of the transformation involves the top of the vehicle mode. Fold the roof down a little bit and get your finger in the back here and pop the entire top of the canopy off and fold that down. Doing that will then allow us to actually rotate the entire bottom section around 180 degrees. Now that we've got that turned around, push the panel all the way up against the robot's butt, and then push this top panel up until it snaps, and then you could fold it up into the little peg hole that's underneath the roof of the vehicle mode, which we can split out as his cape, fold it down, and peg that into place. There's a little peg hole right there that pegs into, like that. Take the hips and push the hips up as far as they will go. They should peg into place. Mine pegs in a little bit looser than I'd like, but it's not too bad. Now, first, grab the head, flip it up, and snap it up into place, and fold the doors in underneath the head, like that. Then the arms will come in on one and two, and they will peg into the chest, like that. So 1, 2, and getting everything pegged in. A little harder than you might think, because there are pegs on the side there that are very tight. And then come to the shoulders and unpeg the shoulders from the upper forearms, or upper arms, not upper forearms, the upper arms. And then just pose the grumpy fire truck, and you're done. The grumpy fire truck looks good. Looks really, really good. The cape works incredibly well. The molding on the figure is incredibly good. The red pops. It's really good. I would love there to be a little bit more silver, but I'm okay with what we've got going on here. And that face sculpt is just grumpy as all get out, and I love it. And just to cover the face again, I think the face works incredibly well. It is well detailed. It looks phenomenal. It's just done well. My only problem has to do with the fact that all of Michael Bay's designs, there's so much silver, all of the detail is lost. There's no contrast to the details. In terms of posability, head is on a ball joint and can look up that much and can look, well, down not at all. Shoulders on a swivel that turns around 360 degrees. Hinge joint at the outside of that. Swivel just above the elbow. Hinge at the elbow. Fists do articulate on a swivel, but the swivels are incredibly tight. There is very limited torso articulation. Hinge and swivel at the legs, so for in and out, forward and back. Swivel at the knee, and then toe articulation. And the heels can be tweaked a little bit and moved around and unpegged, so you do get some decent posing going on. Now for the Primax blades. Now obviously he can't just hold them like this, so you have to unpeg them, take the top part that has the peg sticking out, slide that into his fist, and then peg the other one underneath. And there we go. We got the Primax blades going on. I really wish the figure came with a shield as opposed to not having a shield, but nothing I could do about it. Maybe some wonderful third parties like Non-Nef Productions will create a shield, because that'd be really nice. I did just pop off the little side mirrors that are in the vehicle mode. I did also forget to transform them correctly, so you want to fold them down so that doesn't happen. And then also he has posability for his little capey thing there. They could act like wings, or if you really want, you could store weapons back here maybe. Maybe. It also bears mentioning that the Primax blades can be held in each hand. Now, in terms of height, he scales perfectly with Voyager-class Optimus from the Bumblebee movie and later-class Optimus from Siege, Earthrise, that is. He also is a little bit smaller than the Leader-class Megatrons. And hold on, let me go get the other Voyager-class Megatron to compare him. If I could get the other Megatron to stand up correctly, he's a little bit smaller than ROTF Megatron. And the size comparisons wouldn't be complete without, a Studio Series Optimus. I can never remember which one is which. I've got that one, and then I've got this one. I gotta admit, this is a damn fine figure, and this totally should be in your collection if you can pick it up. Like I said, it's available currently at the Hasbro Toy Shop and should be showing up at the Big Bad Toy Store any day now. Links to both those sites are down in the description. I like this figure. I really do. I think it's a lot of fun. It's got a great transformation that's not too hard. There are a ton of steps involved, but it's actually not that bad, especially once you do it once or twice. Again, I'm still having a couple of weird little issues with it, but that might just be me. So folks, if you want to let me know what you think of the figure, head over onto my Patreon and sign up. $1 a month helps me keep the lights on, because, you know, without the lights, these video reviews would be really, really bad. Thanks for watching. I've been Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you next time.